Guys, so now that I've set up my LG V10, I just wanted to do a quick little video checking out the standout feature here. This is the dual screen feature. I have figured out how to use it as well now. Someone pointed out that there was a tutorial that I skipped, and basically that would have shown you how to use it. So but you can see we do have the ability here on the top of the screen, which doesn't go all the way across like I thought it did at first. You can see that's reserved for, I think, a dual camera setup, but it does give you quite a lot of real estate here to play with when it comes to the dual screen, which is pretty cool. And you can see the most recent things that I have been doing are coming up there. So for example, if I want to go back into music, you can quickly do that, or weather. So they do seem to move around as well based upon like what you've just been in. So if you've been in the browser, you can see that moves to the left. So it seems to be very nice and dynamic here. Also when you are like downloading something, for example, if you want to download an app here such as eBay, and then you could go put that in the background, you should be able to see the notifications it generates on that particular screen. So yeah, there you can see it, and then it should come up with the successful installed. So basically it looks like it's keeping you more informed, really. You know, some people might argue, well, you can get that on the notification shade as normal, but I can definitely see like scope for using that particular feature. For example, if you are like doing your multi-window, dual windows, LG calls it, and then you put one thing on here and another thing on there. It gives you the ability to continue doing your multi-window without breaking it, because if you try and like go into the multitasking section, sometimes this kind of like breaks the multitasking, whereas if you don't have to do that, you can just basically go back here nice and quick to whatever you were working on. So I think it's an awesome feature here that competes very well with the Galaxy S6 Edge kind of features, and also obviously your calls and like messages will appear up here, so it's keeping you constantly informed. Also, if we turn off the phone, you can see we do get a little notification here like ambient display, and that is clickable as well, which will bring you into the lock screen. And you can see from the lock screen, actually it looks a lot more kind of professional here if I compare it with the G4. So if I just put them side to side here, you can see basically they seem to have gone with more kind of professional look about it, which is much more attractive if you ask me. You still get access to your customization options of the lock screen. Like you can see, I've put the different one on there, but there are some other ones for those who don't particularly like, you know, the fancy animations. For example, you can have just basic circle, which is quite nice. And I think there are some also interesting changes from the G4. For example, in the settings, there seems to be a dedicated audio chip, I think, on this phone, which is good for people who, you know, like their music quality. You can see 32-bit hi-fi DAC, which is pretty awesome. Also, it seems like we're getting the dual SIM configuration. I forgot to mention that on the unboxing. So you can see that we get 2 SIMs here, good for people who have different activities on different SIMs. You can also assign a different ringtone, it seems, to each SIM, which is pretty good. and there seems to be quite a lot of them as well. So that is pretty awesome. I did notice when I first got the phone, basically the backgrounds looked very menacing actually, kind of like a high-end sports car menacing. You can see we do have the black one here. I noticed they're probably a bit less colourful than the ones you'll find on the G4. G4 very colourful and nice, but you know, this one's all about business, I think. You can see we do have a few of them here which do look quite nice. So definitely a lot of customization options here. I'm probably going to keep it on the black though, just for now, because it does look quite menacing. Yeah, you know, I think the actual skin looks quite similar to the LG G4 in terms of whether you like it or not. Some people don't like it. Personally, I think it's quite nice skin and it gets the job done. It does give you a lot of customization options, obviously, of the app drawer. Doesn't really follow the conventions of Marshmallow now, going like vertical scrolling and all that, but I'm sure you can like install your custom launcher if you do want that. So you can see on the music as well, we do have like the ability to put on the equalizer settings. So it doesn't seem to let me put it on with the stock audio, but maybe I'll put some music on there so we can get access to that. But very similar to the G4 in terms of the user interface really. You can see as well the weather, very similar here. But as I said, you know, I will be doing some speed tests of the device, seeing how it compares against the competition, as well as checking out that awesome looking camera on the back, which is I think the same as the one in the G4 but a little bit better, so definitely looking forward to checking it out. But yeah, just a quick little video here checking out the dual screen as well as some of the features of this beautiful beast. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.